I am Ardin Nayak again before you to fulfill my previous things what I had talked to you earlier, that in the subsequent class we will discuss about the two approaches of education, that is etymological meaning and definitions of education. So as I noticed that the most of the students, they are very much desirous to have clear cut knowledge regarding education. That is why I intended to go through in details about the fact what is related to the approaches of education, that is etymological meaning of the term education and definitions of education. So at first let us come to etymological meaning. Etymological meaning, as you know, this is the thing what is related to the origin of the word education, how it comes out, how it comes to the purview of human being. That is etymological meaning of the term education. Meaning of the term education. So as you know, this etymological meaning of education can be divided into three categories. As I had told you earlier, it was within two, but I had extended one. Let me you write all those things. Number one is foreign derivations. Foreign derivations. Second one is your indigenous derivation. Indigenous derivations, or in other words we can say it is synonyms of education. Synonyms of education. Number third is foreign synonyms of education. Foreign synonyms. Foreign synonyms. Foreign synonyms. Foreign synonyms of education. Of course we can add it in the second category, but for your clear cut comprehension I had taken it as a separate point. So let us come to the very first etymological your derivations, that is foreign derivations. Foreign derivations. Foreign derivations, there are four. There are four Latin derivations. There are four Latin derivations. And you know all these things. The number one is what? Educare. Number two is educatum. Number three is educere. And number four is educo. So all these are four Latin derivations coming from Latin languages. So let us take the very first one, educare, the word educare. But prior to that, on the basis of the nature and characteristics of all those your derivations, we can divide all those four Latin derivations into two categories. Two categories, that is on the basis of nature, on the basis of nature. On the basis of nature, number one is external nature, and number two is your internal nature. Let us first take the first category of derivations, that is foreign derivations, and within that external nature of education we can bring two words, that is educare and educatum. Educare and educatum. So let us first deal with the first one, educare. Educare, as you know, this particular word is having several meanings according to Latin language, Latin dictionary you can say. So what are those your meanings being attached with that particular word? That is number one, to take care of, to take care of. The second one is to rear. Third one is to bring up, to bring up. Fourth one is to nurture, nurture. Fifth one is to nourish, nourish. Then sixth one is to put forward, to put forward. Then seventh one is to deliver, to deliver. Then next one is 8, in number 8, to raise up, to raise up. And in 9, that is to elevate. My dear students, all these words carrying this similar type of meaning, and let me confine your few things for your clear cut understanding. Number 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5th, all these 5 meaning, they carry one type of your meaning, and the rest they are also carrying some sort of your different meaning, slightly different from that the first one. So to take care of, to bring up, to nurture, to nourish, all these are the feather of the same bird. And in order to understand this particular fact, let us take a tiny example so that the matter will be clear to you. How the word educare, the Latin word, carrying the meanings. Suppose we are human being, we are in the society, and suppose a new baby is born, a new baby is born. At that time, that new baby born does not know anything about the environment. Initially or at first, he or she was there inside the belly of the mother, but he came out or she came out ultimately. So while he came out from the belly of the mother, he came with the touch of the environment. What we call social environment. Social environment. Social environment. In that environment, if that child will get or receive everything according to his requirements, then his development, his promotion, his progress can be possible. If we are unable to provide him everything what is being required by him for the flourishment, for the development, then his development cannot be possible as per the requirements, you can say. So we have to provide him what? Everything. Take for example, what things we should provide him for his betterment, for his living. First one is the primary requirements. Primary requirements. What are those primary requirements? Number one is food, air, then water, and of course reproduction. Reproduction. These are the primary requirements, and we have to provide him at any cost for his survival. The second your category of things what is being required by him is that for his flourishment or development, we have to provide him some sort of help from the parents. Who will provide help? Parents, family members, then the neighbors, you can say, neighbors, then kith and kins, and again by every people, and ultimately the society or state should take care of it. Alright, they will take care of your small child who is just helpless at the time of your birth, isn't it? And these are your foods, air, water, reproduction. Those are your minimum requirements of the child ultimately, sooner or later. So primary requirements and the responsibilities of the society, as well as your parental care, including the help from the help coming from the side of your people. So these are the minimum requirements. So on the basis of this, while a child will get all these things, then he will develop just like a full bloom moon, you can say. Ultimately he will reach to that your level. So again I can say that this your small child is having no sense, and he was helpless at that very moment, and we will have to provide all those things for your complete development, and that is your care we will provide, we will support from our side. And for that your caring, by receiving that caring, the child will develop ultimately, and he will get into the arena of a responsible citizen ultimately. So here we can compare that small child, we can make a comparison here, that your small child with a small seedling, you can say, seedling, you know, that is sapling. So seedling or sapling, just like a small child requires different types of help from the society, from the parents, from the neighbors, from the state, and like that, in order to develop himself. Just like him, a small your seedling or sapling needs food, water, air, manure, pesticides, and lastly insecticides, that is insecticides. Like that, many your things are essential for his your better development. Just like that, a small child is just like a small seedling. So here the people are the gardener. The people surrounding the child, they are just like the gardener. Gardener, and like the gardener, the child will be taken care of, by which ultimately a responsible citizen can be created. So here, if a small seedling does not get the minimum requirements of his your ability to promote himself, then his development cannot be possible. So here we can guess one thing, that while a small baby is born, at that time he was just a nonsense. Nonsense in the sense, he was having no knowledge about the world, he was having no knowledge about the communication of ideas, feelings, everything. But ultimately, with the your aid and touch of the people or the parental care, and ultimately with necessary guidance, he becomes a good your citizen ultimately. So in this sense, we can remember the saying of what? John Locke. John Locke was a famous philosopher. What he said? That the mind of the child, is just a tabula rasa. Tabula rasa. Tabula rasa here means, in this is a Greek language. Tabula rasa means what? That is clean slate. Clean slate. It means while a new baby comes to the world, at that time his mind is just like a clean slate, and whatever we want to or intend to write there in his frontal bone, then we can write. That means in the way we will your guide him, the child will your develop himself accordingly in that line. So here I remember the saying of J.B. Watson. J.B. Watson, you might have come across this particular name. He was the originator of the theory of behaviorism. Originator of the theory of behaviorism. What is it? Give me a child of any type, I will make him as you like. So here what he intends to say, that he wants to say with his belief that as a new baby baby is completely a clean slate and he does not have any sense or knowledge at that your very moment. That is why if somebody wants to make him an engineer, then he can. If he wants to make him a doctor, then he can. If he wants to make him a lecturer or a teacher, then he can. And like that, if he wants to make him a thief, then he can make him a thief. So here it depends upon the environment and the situation what we are going to provide him for his development. So the situation and condition depends upon the thing to make a child your good or a bad one. So in that sense, we have to provide that type of your help or assistance to the child for his your development, for his upliftment, for his progress, and for his prosperity in every respect. That is why while a small baby is born, we should take care of him in your better manner. We should your provide proper type of nurture or nourishment so that he can able to your go forward. He can able to your raise up his level to the maximum. So on the basis of this, one thing is clear that education is an external factor. Education is external in character. External in character. How it is external? External in the sense, here everything is possible in the lap of nature. We are here in the society and the society will provide us what? A good environment. Good environment. And in that your environment, proper nourishment will come to the your child and his your responsibilities and upliftment as a responsible citizen can be possible. And we can expect in him a balanced balanced personality, we can say. So balanced development of a human child can be possible with the provision of a good and congenial environment. Without or in the absence of these, we cannot expect your good one. So this depends upon the nature and nourishment of the your child. So the rest point what I have written earlier, the put forward, to elevate, to raise up, to elevate, every attempt what we should take for the sake of a child, for his upliftment, for his development, for your raising him to a maximum your level or status, to provide him or elevate his your stamina or the things in a better your position, in a better manner. Everything is possible. On the basis of that, we can sum up the meaning of the education, that education is an energy. It is an energy. Energy which energizes a small child into a bigger one, into a responsible citizen, into a man of balanced personality. And like that, every sort of development, prosperity can be possible with the help of that education. So in that sense, we can sum up the meaning of education according to educare, the word educare, the derivational meaning what I said you earlier. What is that? Education is a power or energy which energizes a child into a human in a balanced manner so that a child can able to shoulder shoulder every responsibilities both individual and social individual and social into to shoulder every responsibilities both individual and social into a maximum level for the development of himself and for the development of society, or you can say humanity. So I think this explanation will give you a clear cut knowledge and your complete comprehension about the first derivational meaning of the term, that is educare, the word educare, which is having Latin origin of its own. So today it is time, and I don't think that you will bear more time with me. That is why I want to close my lecture here, and ultimately we will meet again in the subsequent class, while we will talk about the explanation of the word educatum, that is another your external character of education itself, and on the basis of that we will just try to know the meaning of education. So for today, let me finish off my lecture here. Thank you everyone.